Hello and welcome back to SAP ABAP with Jad. In the previous lesson, we learned about our first type of internal table. We saw how a standard table works, how to insert data using insert into table, and how to read the data using loop_at. Today, we'll learn about the next important type of internal table, the sorted table. We'll see what a sorted table is, how it differs from a standard table, and how ABAP automatically keeps the data sorted according to a defined key. What is a sorted table? A sorted table is an internal table whose data is automatically stored in sorted order according to a defined table key. With a standard table, records are basically processed in the order in which they are inserted. With a sorted table, ABAP keeps the records sorted according to the defined key. For example, we can store employees using their ID, name, age 101, Max 25102, John 3103, Anna 28. If we later insert an employee with ID 100, ABAP automatically places the record in the correct position. Our first example, open transaction SE38. Create a new program called Z_sorted_table and save it as a local object. First, we'll define our employee structure. With types, we create our own data type. We call it TI_employee. Our structure contains three fields. ID stores the employee, ID name stores the employee's name, age stores the employee's age. Now we have a structure that describes an employee, creating the sorted table. Now let's create our sorted table. Data LT_employees, type sorted table of TY_employee with unique key ID. Let's look at this statement carefully. LT_employees is the name of our internal table. Type sorted table of tells ABAP that we are creating a sorted table. TY_employee defines the structure of our records. With unique key ID defines ID as the key of our table. Unique means that each ID can occur only once. If we try to insert two employees with the same ID, the second record cannot be inserted successfully with that duplicate key. Creating the work area. Just like with our standard table, we use a work area, data ls_employee type ty_employee. We use ls_employee to prepare one employee at a time. Inserting data. Now let's insert our first employee. ls_employee-id equals 102, ls_employee-name equals John, ls_employee-age equals 30, insert ls_employee into table lt_employees. We inserted ID 102. Now let's add another employee, clear ls_employee, ls_employee-id equals 101, ls_employee-name equals Max, ls_employee-age equals 25. Insert ls_employee into table lt_employees. Notice something important. We inserted 102 first, then we inserted 101. However, the table is still sorted according to the ID key. When we display the table, we get 101, Max 25, 102, John 30. ABAP automatically places ID 101 in the correct sorted position, adding another employee. Let's add Anna. Clear ls_employee. ls_employee-id equals 103. ls_employee-name equals Anna. ls_employee-age equals 28. insert ls underscore employee into table lt underscore employees. Now our table contains 101, Max 25, 102, John 3103, Anna 28. The order is based on the ID key, displaying the data. Now we use loop at again, loop at lt underscore employees into ls underscore employee, right / ID, ls underscore employee dash ID, name, ls underscore employee dash name, age, ls underscore employee dash age. End loop. The output is ID 101 name, Max, age 25, ID 102 name, John, age 30, ID 103 name, Anna, age 28. Even though we inserted John first, Max appears first because the table is sorted by ID. What happens with a duplicate ID? Our table was defined with unique key ID. This means every ID must be unique. If we try to insert another employee with ls underscore employee dash ID equals 101, that ID already exists. Therefore, the record cannot be successfully inserted with the same key. Standard table versus sorted table. Standard table, the records are basically processed in insertion order. Example, 100, 2, 100, 1, 103. Sorted table, the records remain sorted according to the defined key. Example, 100, 1, 100, 2, 100, 3. ABAP automatically maintains the order based on the table key. Now it's your turn. Create your own sorted internal table for products. The table should contain at least these three fields: product underscore ID, product underscore name price. Use product underscore ID as the unique key. Add at least 3 products. Important. Intentionally insert the products in the wrong order. For example, you could insert ID 103, then 101, and then 102, then use loop at to display all products. Observe the order in which ABAP displays the products. Try to solve the exercise yourself. In the next lesson, we'll learn about the third important type of internal table, hash tables. We'll see how a hash table differs from a standard table and a sorted table, and when it can be particularly useful. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next lesson.